Hello, welcome back to Tiki Rick Adventures. Good to see you guys again. Today I'm at Disneyland. I don't have a set plan today. I'm just gonna go with the flow. Definitely gonna try some new food, probably check out some of the new merchandise. We're just gonna have a really fun day. So let's go have a good time. This June gloom is very odd. When I left home, it was about 80 degrees. It's 68 degrees here in Anaheim. It's just at noon right now, 12 o'clock. And it's still very gray. There's a nice cool breeze. It's a little chilly. It's jacket weather right now, surprisingly. I thought it'd be a lot warmer today. It's supposed to heat up to 75. Once this marine layer burns off, I'm sure it will be very warm. But for now, it's kind of cool. It's really nice. I'm really appreciating the summer and how it's not too hot yet. It's been really, really nice so far. All right, I made a quick stop here at the DVC Lounge to grab some coffee, some espresso, which I always get. I love getting that, and some AHA sparkling water. I love the flavored sparkling water here. So I'm just gonna hang out for the first little bit of today, just kind of relax and think about a plan. I know I wanna go to Carnation Cafe, so I'm gonna do that for lunch in a little bit. I think that'll be our first stop. And I also wanna watch the Bootstrappers because I haven't seen them in a while. So we'll probably do the Bootstrappers, maybe ride the monorail, maybe do a couple of rides. It's a fairly decently busy day today, but it's not super busy for a summer crowd. It's surprising. This summer has been low crowds for the most part so far. Not to jinx that, you know, knock on wood. It will get busy. The crowds will be here at some point. And some days have been very, very busy. But overall, a lot of the days that I've been here have not been that busy lately. I haven't been vlogging much lately, but I've still been coming to the parks. And when I've been here, I noticed that the crowds have been pretty low, which is actually really nice. So I hope it lasts, and let's appreciate it while it does last. Okay, we had a big change of plans. Carnation Cafe luckily was full for the reservation list for walk-ups, so that kind of worked out in my favor, surprisingly. I was planning to come back on the 18th to the DVC Lounge because Stacia Martin, the Disney animator, she's a famous Disney animator too, she is going to be doing live drawings from 2 to 4 on the 18th. Well, it turns out she's doing that today as well. So I'm going to go back to the DVC Lounge and get a spot for that. There is no sign-up list and there is no way to sign up in general. You just have to be there between 1:30 and 1:45 and they'll offer it to you. I talked to a couple of the cast members and they gave me that information, so that was really helpful. So it's about 1:20 right now. I'm gonna head right back to the DVC Lounge. Luckily I didn't go too far. I just did a lap around the park just to kill about 20 minutes. And I ran into Ray and Chewie doing Jedi training. I'll put in some clips of that right here.
Without using my voice. Very good. We use hand signals as part of basic training. And we all know that if the coast is clear, you can see an open hand, because an open hand also can turn into move a bit faster, because you've been running as fast as you can, you could get caught. Why else? Very good, very good. We said that if you're running, it's natural for everyone's eyes to go right to you. And there's another reason for that. And hide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Isn't that amazing? That's what makes Disneyland so special, is that the interactions are super unique here, and those are lifelong memories for those kids. They were playing all sorts of Jedi games with the kids, and it was really fun to watch. It was fun for the adults, fun for the parents to get pictures and videos and make those memories. I didn't even have kids there, but it was still fun for me to watch. I love that Ray in particular. I think she's the best one here. And Chewie's always funny. There's a good mix of comedy in that show. It's a really fun show to watch. It's kind of like an impromptu show. It can be different each time. Anyways, let's go to the DVC Lounge and we're gonna go watch Stacia Martin. What character should we request? I'm thinking either Stitch or Belle, two of my favorite characters. Probably go with Belle, maybe Sleeping Beauty. Ooh, that would be good, Aurora. I think I'll go with Sleeping Beauty. Yeah, let's go to the DVC Lounge though. She's gonna do some custom drawings and a little talk Looking forward to this. This is going to be a really cool experience. You're not going to want to miss this. All right, so I'm here in the lounge early, and I got a nice spot right up by the easel here. So this is where Stacia Martin's going to do her little speech and intro, and then I believe she's going to come around to the tables individually and do requested drawings. So you get a little one-on-one time with her. You can bring up to 4 people if you're a DVC member, but I didn't have any friends here today, so it's just me. There's like nobody here. I don't think people even know about this. It was not well advertised. I kind of just stumbled upon it today. I knew I was coming on the 18th, like I said, but I forgot there were 4 dates in June for it. There's hardly anybody here in the lounge, and a lot of people are just getting here and leaving, just getting their drinks and their snacks, so I think it was not advertised. I didn't get an email or anything. I just kind of happened to see it online, luckily, because I follow some DVC news sources, and I saw it on one of the websites. But yeah, I don't think Disney put this out, and I don't think there was like a call to members or anything telling us that we had this benefit. So very lucky to be here, very fortunate.
So, but 6 years of production. I mean, they were recording dialogue back in 1953, and that means that story production had begun earlier than that. And the first scene that was put to animation and was put to dialogue was the boy meets girl sequence, because they figured if you can't care about these two when they meet, and when you meet them for the first time, then we don't have a story. So that's what they really wanted to get right, is this glorious lyrical thing that you would just love. And of course, isn't that one of the most romantic things ever put on film? That whole in the forest with the waltz and the trees and all that. Yeah,
I know you. I walked with you once upon a dream.
Exactly. Ivan Durrell, you know, in the art direction that he put forward. Do you know the story between of the contest between Ivan Durrell and Kai Nielsen for art directing the film?
No, I'm not familiar.
Well, Kai Nielsen was a Danish illustrator of great renown. He's quite well known for these now very expensive books he illustrated that were treasuries of the Brothers Grimm and Hans Christian Andersen, you know, all the classic fairy tales.
Right.
And he had this beautiful kind of Art Deco, Art Nouveau European sensibility that was really specific. And he worked at Disney briefly in the late 1930s, early 40s. He was the art director and stylist behind the Night on Bald Mountain sequence for Fantasia. You know, Chernobog. And think of all those wispy wraiths and things like that. They're very European looking, those village rooftops and things like that.
Right.
That was Kai Nielsen. He also was around to work on a few other things, including early concept work for a shelved project from the late 30s, which would eventually be resurrected, called The Little Mermaid. Never throw anything away.
Yep.
Yes. But at the time that they were looking at 1950 and going into production on another feature after Cinderella was so successful, Sleeping Beauty came up, and Walt didn't want to do another fairy tale princess movie that looked like Cinderella or looked like Snow White. So he wanted to do something different, and technology had advanced so much that you had the Technorama 70mm screen, you had full stereophonic sound, so they could make great use of the Tchaikovsky Sleeping Beauty ballet, you know, all kinds of wonderful things. But they needed to have it have a presence that made it different from the other Disney fairy tale films, so to speak. So Kai Nielsen was asked to come back to Disney for a while to do his take on what a Sleeping Beauty story in his style might look like. They had a very brief outline of what their story might be at that point. And they also gave that to Ivan Earl, who was working at the Disney studio there with this terrific modern minimalistic geometric style. And so they both did the same thing. And so Walt and John Hench, who was an art director, and several other people went through them all, and it was decided to use, even though the art that Kai Nielsen did was beautiful, it was decided to use the Earl styling, because think about what was going on in animation at that time in mid-century modernism and the hard-edged geometry. It really spoke to the world of animation, the world of art, at the same time modern and medieval, looking like a tapestry, which is what Walt wanted Sleeping Beauty to look like, a big tapestry, because the screen was this wide, come to life. And that is really the triumph of Sleeping Beauty, is that it looks like no other Disney film before or since.
That's really interesting. Thank you for sharing. Sure. That's amazing.
Go look up Ivan Earl. That's
okay.
EYVIND. E-A-R-L-E. His personal story is tremendously fascinating.
That's awesome.
And then after his Disney years, he became a very acclaimed fine arts graphics artist and just did beautiful work.
That's awesome. You are incredibly talented. Thank you. I can't believe you could tell stories and draw at the same time.
Well, the only thing I can't do is conjure up your spelling of your name correctly, probably. So
R-I-K.
I-K.
Yep.
See, I would not have guessed
Yep.
that. Okay.
It's very unique. Wow, beautiful handwriting too. Oh my goodness.
Aurora's writing.
That is gorgeous.
Mine's a little less glamorous.
Okay, that was incredible. That was absolutely a core memory made. I'm always going to remember that. Hopefully I can do that once again when my friends come on the 18th too. We'll all do that again. So she drew me Aurora, Briar Rose from Sleeping Beauty, one of my favorite movies of all time. It's actually her favorite Disney animated movie as well, so that was a good choice for me. She has a wealth of information. She knows everything about Disney and Disney history. She told me things that I'd never heard before, and that's pretty fascinating to hear because I watch a lot of Disney history on YouTube and documentaries, and I'm always looking for new, fresh information that I've never heard before, and that was really, really awesome. Oh my gosh, she is so knowledgeable. She's also a Disney historian, not just a Disney artist, so she can talk about Disney all day, and she is very talkative. She's very good with her words and explaining things. I cannot believe that she can draw and talk at the same time and tell stories. Incredible. That was an amazing experience. I'm so happy right now, and I got my drawing in a tube so it won't get damaged. That was incredible. What a membership perk. That is really, really awesome that Disney offers that for DVC members. I will always remember that and cherish it.
You're undecided now, so what are you gonna do? Now you wanna play, and then it's no, and then you say you stay, that's when you go. You're undecided now, so what are you gonna do?
So I tried to go to Carnation Cafe, and they didn't have any walk-up reservations for one party. They only had it for 3 or 4 people, which is a bummer. The parade was about to start, so I didn't want to wait around that area because it was very crowded. So I decided, why not go to Award Wieners and try out a new item there. This is the Meatball Sandwich from Award Wieners. I love me a good meatball sub, so I think I'm really gonna like this. It's 3 house-made meatballs. It's got fried mozzarella sticks on it, a sweet pepper marinara sauce, Parmesan cheese, and it's topped with basil. It's a huge portion. The bread feels nice and soft. I'm gonna have to cut this up to manage it. I got a knife and a fork. I think what I'm gonna do is halve the meatballs, just cut the meatballs kind of in half and cut the sandwich itself in half too, because this is a monstrosity. This is absolutely splittable. It's a huge dish for $15.49. That was before the discount. So with the discount, it came to under 15. Comes with film strip fries, but the only thing about Award Wieners is they don't have any barbecue or ranch or dipping sauces for the film strip fries. I like sauce for my fries. Ketchup is fine. They do have packets of ketchup there, but ketchup is not my favorite thing with fries. I like barbecue and ranch together, but you know, you can't have it all. Not every place has every condiment, but that's the only thing so far that's disappointing. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna fork and knife these in half here. Oh, the bread is actually fully split, so unfortunately, so the things will kind of fall out of it. I wish the bread was just kind of sliced into and left whole on the bottom, but it's like they ran the knife all the way through, so it's gonna be very, very messy to eat this. Ooh, the meatballs cut nice and easy, and they are house-made meatballs. I love a good meatball. There's not a lot of sauce on this. I'm kind of worried that it's gonna be dry, because it does have a huge lack of sauce. I was very surprised when I saw that. I thought there would be a lot more sauce than that. Ooh. It's a little bug trying to eat my sandwich. Okay, you can see the mozzarella stick there, the meatball. Let's try to get a bite of everything. Oh, that bread is so soft. It's a nice crusty French bread. That's not the most flavorful meatball I've ever had. It's definitely a little bland, but I like the texture of the meatball. It's nice and tender, and it's well cooked. The mozzarella stick is really good. Yeah, I like that mozzarella stick a lot. It needs a lot more sauce. There's really not a lot of marinara sauce on it. The marinara sauce itself is good. Yeah, I like that marinara sauce. You can taste like red bell peppers in there. I think that's the sweet peppers that are in it. It is good, but it definitely needs a lot more sauce. The meat to bread ratio is okay. There's definitely enough meat and enough filling, but it definitely needs more sauce for sure. I'd give it like a 7 out of 10. It's not bad, but it's not really that great either. Kind of disappointed. Yeah, after taking the second bite, I can definitely confirm it is pretty bland. The meatball doesn't have really any flavor to it at all. It just tastes like ground beef kind of. Yeah, it's not bad. I don't think I'd get this again. I'd even drop it down to like a 6.5 out of 10. It's really not my favorite thing. I just think it needs more sauce and it needs more flavor to it in general. Now, these film strip fries are always good. I like the texture of them. That one was kind of more crunchy, but usually they're kind of like a cross between a steak fry and a curly fry and a regular French fry. They're not seasoned like curly fries though. They're nice and meaty though. They have a lot of potato on the inside. Really like those. Those are some of the best fries at Disneyland. Yeah, I wouldn't get this one again. I wouldn't recommend it necessarily unless you really are craving Italian food, which there's not a lot of Italian options here at the parks. And if you really like meatball subs, then you might enjoy this. It's kind of a letdown for me. I had a little higher expectations for it. I'm glad I tried it though. I wouldn't get it again though. I'd skip this one. I came to Elias & Company to check out some of the Pride Month merchandise. This is $29.99. It's a really nice hat. Is it reversible? No, it's not reversible. It's got a little rainbow Mickey, nothing on the back. Simple, but I like it a lot, and I love this mug. So this is the Pride Month mug. Look at the rainbow handle. How cool is that? It's a nice color blue inside, and it's got the castle inside too. That's unexpected. I really, really like that. $19.99 for that. Here's a nice Pride Month shirt. It's very thick, but it's very soft. $34.99. Anything on the back? So that's a look at the front there with Mickey. Oh, that is cool. The back looks like puffed lettering, like a Spirit jersey. Is this Spirit Jersey Company? Let me see. No, it's not Spirit Jersey. It just looks like one on the back. It looks like a short sleeve Spirit Jersey t-shirt. Pride collection. These are the Pride Month ears. I like the bow a lot. And I like the medallion, but the ears themselves are a little bit busy. I'm not the craziest fan of the words all over like that. It's a mishmash of words. I like it. I don't love it though. What's the price? Those do not have the price, but probably $39.99. Here's another shirt. It's kind of a coral color. That's pretty cool. It's very soft. This one's a little thinner than the other one though. No price. Nothing on the back and no price. Probably $34.99 for that as well. This is the Pride Month Spirit jersey with Mickey there. It says Disneyland, and it's very sparkly. It's hard to pick up on camera, but all those little dots are actually sparkles. Here's a look at the back. It says love with a rainbow and the silhouette of Mickey. This is really cool. The puffy lettering like Spirit jerseys always have. Yeah, and like I said, it's hard to tell, but it's very sparkly. I love that. And this is $78. This is the Pride Month Lounge Fly. That is cool. Very colorful. Yeah, that's nice. There's a new Mickey Mouse 4th of July collection that came out. Here's a look at the Lounge Fly. It's got Mickey's in his little red, white, and blue flag shorts. $78 for the Lounge Fly. Here's a look at the ears for 4th of July. They are Loungefly ears, but I believe the Loungefly ears, they're always $5 more, but I thought those were $39.99 not too long ago. $44.99 for the ears, so it looks like ears are going up in price. There's a heather gray t-shirt there. There's a men's and a women's. The women's has a V-neck cut, and the men's is just a traditional crew neck. There's also a little kid's shirt for 4th of July with the same Mickey on it there. None of these have prices, so sorry I didn't get prices on them. I don't know how new these are, but they're definitely new to me. Look at these tie-dye shirts. So here's a women's one with a castle on it. Ooh, it's a very interesting material. I like that. It's nice and soft. $39.99 for that one. It's got a very draped collar on it, though. Very loose neckline. And here's another women's one with tie-dye Disneyland written all over it. Same front and back. That's really nice. I like that a lot. That is $34.99. They also have that in a long sleeve sweater. It's not a Spirit jersey, it's just a regular sweatshirt. $54.99 for the sweatshirt. Okay, I'm gonna pick up some dessert after this at Hungry Bear, but I wanted to go on the Mark Twain because it was docked and I figured, why not get on it? I love the Mark Twains. Let's go on a lap around the rivers of America.
Sound off! By the mark. Mark 1.
That's the leadsman calling out the depth markings so we can avoid running aground.
Mark Twain.
Mark Twain is not just the name of a riverboat, or a great American author. It also means the water here is 2 fathoms deep. That means it's safe enough for us to proceed on our steam-powered journey along the rivers of America.
Okay, so I told you guys a long time ago that I'd show you the spelling error in this sign, and it's funny because the sign was taken down for a while and they put it up with a spelling error still. Usually the line for the cookies is so long that I can't even wiggle in this little spot here, but today they're doing mobile order for the cookies, so there's no long line. So let me show you. Where there should be a T, there's an N. Do you guys see it? It says, deer are seen drinking from a creek, van runs down from the railroad. Obviously it's supposed to be that. Isn't that funny? The reprinted sign even still has it. That's crazy. I'm surprised nobody caught that. How many eyes had to have approved this sign and not caught that? And how did a computer program not catch that? Interesting. I got a spot here at Hungry Bear Restaurant. Now, Hungry Bear is going to be closing in July. They're going to be having a dead end here, actually, to Galaxy's Edge. So you won't be able to walk on the normal route from Critter Country to Galaxy's Edge. It's part of the Critter Country overhaul they're doing, the refurbishments that they're going to be doing. So just stay tuned for that. Be aware of that. It will be a dead end. The park will be much more congested, I believe, because there's going to be less areas to get to Galaxy's Edge now. And I think just in general, it'll create a lot of confusion and congestion because guests will be coming down this way not knowing it's closed and will have to turn around. So I would think over by Pirates, New Orleans Square is going to be much more crowded coming up shortly here in July. And now there's nobody at Hungry Bear right now. I don't know what's going on. It's about 4:45 right now, and there is nobody here. There's a couple people at the tables down there. I'll show you. I have this entire section to myself. I can't see anybody seated at any of the tables around here. It's really nice. I love it because I can see the train going by right there, and I love waving at all the people on the train when they go by. The Lily Bell was out today on the train, which is cool, and then you can see the Mark Twain come by up right in front of me when that comes down, and I wave to everybody too doing that. So it's just something fun to do at Disneyland. You always get to wave to people when they're on vehicles, and that's something unique and special to Disneyland. I love that. It's just fun. It brings joy to me, and it brings a smile to my face. But I love sitting at Hungry Bear. This is such a relaxing, quiet area of the park. There's like no noise right now. Listen. I can hear the flute from the Native Americans over there on the Mark Twain Rivers of America route. I can hear the flute playing really nice and relaxing, and I can hear those piped in bird sounds, just some nature sounds. I don't hear anybody talking. There's no noise of any kind. This is super relaxing. I could sit here for hours. This is going to be my last stop for the day though. I got the s'mores funnel cake at Hungry Bear. Now I love the funnel cakes at Hungry Bear. They're always fantastic. They're always really well done. I've heard this is really good. It has a fudge sauce on it. It has Golden Grahams cereal on it. Toasted marshmallows. They're actually toasted, which is a really nice touch. And it has marshmallow flavored ice cream. Let me try the ice cream on its own. They always have unique ice creams here. Let me try that. Ooh, oh wow. It tastes like vanilla at first, and then it tastes like roasted marshmallows, like totally toasted. You can actually taste that. Wow. Yeah, it tastes distinctly like marshmallows. It's really delicious, actually. All right, let's give it a try with the funnel cake itself. I'm gonna have to cut off a piece. This is gonna be very messy here. Okay, I got a bite of the Golden Grahams, some of the ice cream, and some of the funnel cake itself. Let's give that a go. Have you tried that?
How do you like the s'mores funnel cake?
It's really good.
Super delicious.
Yeah, like this is enough for 2 people to split. It's huge. It's
And
really
on
delicious.
top of that,
Yeah, yeah. The marshmallow ice cream is really unique too. It actually tastes like marshmallow. I really like it a lot. Yeah, this is 9.5 out of 10. This is really good. It's really unique. It really tastes like s'mores. It has all the s'more flavor that you would want from it. It's not just a gimmick item where they say, oh, it tastes like s'mores, and it doesn't quite hit the mark. This definitely hits the nail on the head. This is really good. It definitely tastes like roasted marshmallows, and the graham cracker cereal on there tastes like graham crackers. This is really good. I like the fudge chocolate syrup on it. It's a really nice, rich chocolate syrup. The ice cream is the best part. I could eat a gallon of this marshmallow ice cream. It really tasted like burnt roasted marshmallows. Like you totally roasted a marshmallow over the campfire and you made it into ice cream. I'm really impressed. This is super good. Definitely big enough for 2 people to split. It was $10.98 after my discount, so just under $11. huge portion. You could split this with 3 people easily, even 4 if you're not that hungry. You could definitely cut this into thirds or quarters and everybody would be satisfied. There's no way I'm gonna be able to finish this whole thing, but this was really good. I'm glad we did this for our last stop today. I would definitely get this again and I will be back. I'm gonna miss when Hungry Bears close down. It's really good over here. The ambiance is perfect. It's a great view and I just like sitting out here. And I love the onion rings. The food here is pretty darn good. They have some of the better burgers actually, a lot better than Galactic Grill. I'm always surprised, but their onion rings are second to none. They are so good. And they have barbecue sauce and ranch on tap. I love that you can just pump all the barbecue sauce and ranch that you want for your onion rings. It's a big perk. I think that's the only place that has both of those in Disneyland. This is good though. I'm gonna enjoy this and I'll do an outro in a little bit. I'm gonna head out of the parks right after this. And yeah, this was really fun though. What a great day. It was a great day today. What a fun day that I had today. Thank you guys for coming along with me. I hope you had fun too. Meeting Stacia Martin was awesome. That was a highlight of my life. That was super, super cool. What a fascinating individual. Obviously a very intelligent person, a very creative person. To be amongst the giants is really something special in this world. Meeting someone like that is really fantastic and really stands out. She's definitely an outlier in this world and I'm really glad to have met her. That was a really cool experience. Thank you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. And until next time, take care and I'll see ya.